Hi everyone, how are you? It's Kalina, Kansuki woman. My camera just turned on. I was looking at myself and I was thinking I'm going to do a video and it turned on by itself, so I guess it's ready. So this is just a little reminder to myself. You know, I went out for a walk. Didn't go very far. 2,700 steps. 2,700 steps. How far is that? Took me about 15-20 minutes to go there and back, but it just a nice, it's so beautiful out today. It was 17 degrees and it's like 6 o'clock tonight, and I decided it's time for me to go for a walk, so I did that. But it's beautiful. Spring's here, and the hyacinths are out, and I just love the fragrant and sweet. They're beautiful. It reminds me of Easter, of time together with family. It reminds me of love, of just, yeah, I love the sweet beginnings of spring. So how are you today? What's your day been like? So I'm Kansuki Woman, you know, and I've been doing the podcasts and videos on YouTube. I looked at one of my videos recently, and you know, talking about, it was in my garden, actually, a different house, about almost 20 years ago that I made the video. And it's so many of the things I talked about back then, I'm still talking about. And I'm still the same woman, but I've evolved, I've changed, I've become older, I've become more mature, and I've still got the belief and trust and love that things are okay, and to trust myself and love myself, and to be able to go on through whatever I need to go through, you know, because I went through a lot. I went through a divorce, I went through losing a child, I went through a child that had cancer, you know, I went through abuse, I went through different things, and as Kansuki women, we have been so shattered and fragmented, and as Kansuki woman, I have become stronger, and because I've become stronger, I've found my voice. And many of you are going to say, well, you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't do this, or, you know, and my younger daughters, my younger Monica, my goodness, she's gone through so much. And my grandchildren, I've got 3 granddaughters, and they are so much more than I have ever been at their ages. And my children have gone through so much, and it's because of my life and because of my history and because of my things that I had to go through and work through in my life. And it makes me so upset with myself sometimes, and I just wonder, why wasn't I strong enough, or why wasn't I smart enough, or why wasn't I strong enough? You know, when I see my 13-year-old and they're already so strong, it's like, why? When I was 20, I likely wasn't as independent in some things, you know, and as strong, and life is so different. I don't understand why. Well, I know why I wasn't, because I was raised in a Mennonite family. I was raised in a very close community. I was raised, you know, with parents that themselves didn't believe or trust themselves to be able to voice, or to, you know, my dad went to Korea and he was a rebel, and I'm much like he is, more like him than my mom. You know, I was the purple sheep, and Dad was too. Dad left that old order horse and buggy, and I became stronger because of that too, because I realized, you know, I needed to be myself. I needed to step into those parts of me that needed to be broken through. I had to become that woman, you know, and it's like a light inside of me somehow broke through with all that pain, being fragmented. I put myself back together, and that's what Kansuki Woman is all about. These glasses are glaring, aren't they? Anyway, but today, what could you find in your life that brings you a bit of bliss? I call them blissettes, you know. Going for a walk, to me, that's bliss. It's a blissette in my life. You know, there's little things like the daffodils are out now, and the hyacinths, and I was gone for a few days down to my daughters and sons, and then I come back and the tulips are out, and that's just so amazing, just to be able to see the tulips and the flowers popping, and The trees, some of them are out in the front here, they've got buds. It's just so nice to see. It's about little things like that, that just make me happy, make my heart happy, and being able to spend some time, unexpected time with friends. Tomorrow I'm going out with some new friends that I've made in this area, and it's just so exciting, because we've all got so much that we've learned from each other and the stories that we have, and we can share and become stronger because of it. So, we've got to be more of who we really are, to shine brighter. As Kansuki woman, I'm not going to hide. I don't want to hide. I want to make my voice smaller because others think that, well, it's maybe not important to them what I'm saying. It's not what they need to hear, but maybe for you it is. Maybe for you today, what you're listening to, you need to hear. I don't know if you need a sister, you need a daughter, you need a grandmother, you need a mother. What voice do you need to hear today? What part of you do you feel is open and needs to be, that has been so broken, is open, and it just needs to feel that love? Feel God's love shining down on you and healing you. I just did my dishes and some cleaning up. I was gone, and so I just wanted to tidy up a little bit. But there's so many things that we remember our mothers doing. At nighttime, I remember Mom singing and cleaning up while we kids were in bed. With 8 kids, she never got much of it done during the day, I'm sure. So, and I just remember that, little things that you remember that your parents did or your grandparents did. But we need to put those moments in our head, for myself anyway. And I want to make those moments. These are one of those moments that I'm making. So that later on, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren will be able to see me and hear my voice and know they are so loved. I want you to know you are so loved, I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are, what your life's going to be, but know that your grandmother, your mother, your aunt, your sister loves you so much, And whatever it is you're going through, you're going to be okay. It doesn't matter how broken you feel, what your darkest day looks like. You are okay. You're okay, and you're so loved. God has so much more out there for you. See the smile? Smile. My heart is happy. My heart is happy. I got to spend time with my beautiful baby little girl. She's only 4 months old. She's a little doll. And my 3-year-old. It's funny, I've got an 18, well, she's 19 now, so 19, a 13, 3-year-old, and then a 4-month-old. And, yeah, life just keeps getting better and sweeter and beautiful, And it depends how you look at it. Some people could say, oh, look at this, they've gone through that, they had all the problems. And then if you pick and you want to see, you can find things that are wrong, right? But I choose to see the good and the love and the happiness. And, I know there's other things out there. And I've, we talk about things that we don't really want, to at times. But sometimes the words need to be said. And so we deal with it at the time. But no, most of the time I'm just very happy with the way things are going. I'm strong enough, and, and just hoping that whatever it is that you need today, you take that. Voting is tonight, right? People went out to vote. We voted. We did the advance voting, so we did that. We already voted. But this is going to make a big difference. I don't know what's going to happen. We never know, right, from day to day what's going to happen. And the choices that people make are going to make a big difference. They influence all of us. So I just thank God for whoever is going to be in power, that He's going to be there holding their hand and in their heart, and that they'll be able to help them and guide them and protect us as people that whatever situations come up. And I know today, there was somebody that, it was horrible. There were a bunch of people that were killed because of somebody hitting them, a Filipino community. It's so sad. There's so many things going on all the time. And I just pray for all those families, all that sadness, all the loved ones. We don't know. We don't know what's going to be tomorrow. We never know. But you can't be afraid of going out to the park or afraid of going out to some kind of event, because maybe somebody is there that's planning something, right? We are living each day to make this your best day. Make each day your best day, right? Take care of yourself. Love yourself. If any of this resonates with you, connect with me. On Wednesdays, I have it's Kalina, my Zoom call at 9:30. And I'm with the Global Grandmothers Council Network. I edit a magazine with them, and I really enjoy just connecting with grandmothers and sharing stories and finding out a little bit more about your story would be something that I would like to do. If you are a writer, if you're an author, if you're even a recipe, or if there's something that you want to share. This month we're sharing about our mothers, because it's Mother's Day and mental health, and it's so connected, isn't it? You know, how we feel about our mothers and about ourselves. It's so related. And mental health is a big thing too next month. That's what we're sharing. And all that stems from that little girl inside of me and inside of you too, right? And the relationship we had with our mothers. So if you've got something, send it to me. Send it to me. I'll put the links in here for you, and you can submit it. And let's get it into the magazine. I would love to be able to share your thoughts, your stories. You know, we've got so much going on all the time, and I love to hear stories that connect to your heart, to open and share with the rest of the world. It's Global Grandmothers Council Network. Have a look at that. And join us on our Facebook group. We've got an academy, we've got a marketplace, we've got a directory. So there's so much out there for you. I would love for you to be part of our community. I would love for you just to feel that connection and the energy and the love that all those grandmothers have. You know, we are all so connected, and we've all been going through things, and at times we don't know how to deal with it. But we are the ones that your voice needs to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard. You're strong. You're so wise. You've gone through things. We've gone through things, and we're supporting each other. As grandmothers, we can support each other. And I encourage you to be part of our group and volunteer and share your story and be part. We're always looking for somebody that can help with the back, right? The back part of, there's always things to be. Events are coming up, and just have a look on our website. And we've got the free area of our website that you can go in and look at in the Grandma's Garden. And so you could be a member and have a free membership. You should look at that and just go in and browse and see what you can take from that. And then if you really like it, if you want to get more into it and get more information, contact me. I am me, right? You can always get me on Facebook and Instagram. Check our posts. See what's going on. And we take care of you, love you, trust you. It's Kalina, Kansuki Woman. Until next time, continue the journey with me. Grandma Kalina.